back again, folks. Well, I've got some more adits I want to go look at, but we've got a bit of a problem right here in front of us. Yeah. Looks like the winter knocked a tree down right across the road, and there's no way to get around that direction. And there ain't no way to get around that direction because it's all blocked in with trees. But no matter, we have a plan for that right here. What do you say we remove Mr. Tree? Oh. Yeah. There we go. And there's a good stout spot, right? Good enough. All right. Let's yank this thing out of here. Okay, back again. Yeah, that's right. It just wouldn't be an adventure channel if we didn't occasionally tug a tree out of the road. Let's get this old boy out of here. How about if we'll just bring it right back over here, get it completely off the road if we can. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, we'll get out and unhook. Okay, there we go. Well, that wasn't so hard. That's right. Always carry a chain with you. You never know. Let me say we pull this out of the road a little bit further. That looks better. All right, folks. Let's continue on down the road. Hopefully we can find an adit to crawl into. Meet you down there. Okay. Let's see what was worth all the trouble to get up in here. By the looks of things, no one has been here in a long, long time. Well, we certainly have an adit, but can you get into her? Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one we could get into. Why don't we take a look at the size of the waste rock pile? Because if it's just going to be a little tiny 40-foot baby adit, I'm not going to crawl down into there. Although, like that one we found in, what was it, episode episode 12, I believe, with the beautiful zebra striped geology in there. You never know what you're going to find. Well, here's the waste rock pile. Not very big, folks. It's an exploratory. It'll probably go back in 50 feet, 75 tops. So, why don't we choose our battles? I'm going to keep working my way down this valley. Maybe we can find something a little more substantial. I'll keep looking around. Huh. How are we going to get into that? We got a big board right there. Sit down here on this rusty old nail. contemplate this for a moment. Well, folks, this is what we've got. I don't know how I'm going to get past that board right there. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of digging, but I think this one's going to be worth it. Because, I mean, given the size of the waste rock piles behind me here. All right, I'm going to get after it. Maybe we do a little digging right there. We get that board out of the way. We'll see what we can come up with. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, back again, guys. Well, yeah, it didn't take too much. Heck, all I had to do was remove these two rotted timbers right here. They pulled out pretty easy. Then I just left some of the dirt down that way so we have a nice slide into it. So, yeah, it wasn't hard. Oh, look at there. Well, darn it all anyways, my backpack fell into it. Well, I guess that just means we're going to have to go in, right? Go after it. All right, we'll just slide on our butts without getting a bunch of dirt on us here. There we go. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna set the camera down here just for a moment and put my backpack on. Gotta have the backpack, very important. It has everything I need for emergencies. Okay. All right, well, right off the bat, excuse me, we are in another modern mine. And it would be safe to say, and nobody's been in here since probably the 80s. We got a drift going off to the right and one big one to the left. Well, let's keep going to the right, shall we? Well, that one time they had this compressor line that is now on the floor. It was hung up with these wires you see off there to the side. But those have rusted out or something, and it's all fallen to the floor now. I'm feeling kind of special right now because I was just about ready to dig out that baby at it, you know, thinking it would have really nice finds. I'm glad we just kind of passed that one up and got to this one. And you can still see the tire tracks on the floor from, it was probably either the mucker or the whatever piece of equipment they were running in and out of here to pull the waste rock out. Nothing interesting as far as geology is concerned. We're just working our way through a whole bunch of country rock. There's some drill steel right there. Yep, just a bunch of country rock. It's going to be interesting to see what they were going after and what this intersects. So I think the last time somebody was in this mine, Madonna was popular. And the Lost Boys were playing at the movie theater. Yeah. What we got down here? Someone's old coat. And gloves. Oh, and here's a rock bolt, folks. Right there. That is a rock bolt. See the groove? There's the groove just right there. First you drill your hole. That's about 5 feet. Slide that up in the hole and then put in your bolt and twist. Just acts like, think of it as a big concrete anchor. Oh, let's not forget Duran Duran. They were playing on the radio back in the about 80s, 85. Well, I am just walking through here and going pretty quick, folks, because oh, is this going to be it? Well, that's it for that one. Okay. Turning back around. I'll meet back up with you folks where we branched off back there. I'll meet you back there. All right, we made it back to the junction, and that's where we just were. Went down that way. So now let's work off this direction. What do we have here? Oh, it is a M. Shaw Miner's first aid box. Interesting. Filled with all kinds of stuff you would need in case you got hurt. Bandages and you name it. Yeah, we're not going to scratch through that, folks. We're going to leave it right where it is, because that's, I don't know if it's somebody's property or not. We're not going to take a chance. It's not mine, so let's leave it alone. Got an old ladder down here and a sign that says escape. I don't know if you can see it, but there is like a pack rat highway on the floor. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're branching off. Well, right hand rules. Let's go this direction. There's some drill steel. Let's see what we have up here. That's it. Comes to the face of the mine. All right. Oh, and I probably should point that out. Some of you are asking, well, what's that spray paint up there? Well, that's where they mark it out. Let me use the laser here. So this is where they're going to blast. So they're going to drill here. They're going to drill up top, down the side, a couple in the middle, just like that. Okay. Then you're going to put your charges in along those perimeters. And then you'll time your charges to either blow from center out or from top down. Kind of depends on the makeup of the rock. And let's not forget the ugly part of hard rock mining. Every single time you do a blast, you got to evacuate the whole mine. Everybody has to leave, all got to stand outside, and you got to blast. Then there's a safe period, and then they can come back in and start mucking. And you do that over and over and over again. Wow. I would say the back of the mine here is probably about 12 feet tall. What do we have up here? Ooh, big collapse. Big collapse. Look at this, folks. Okay. Let me look at it real close. See if I can safely get under it, or is it even worth it? Does it go? Yeah, it does keep on going. Okay. Well, it would appear, let me show you what's going on above me here. All of this came down into this big pile. So it looks like what was going to come down did come down. And but let's get past it as fast as possible, shall we? There we go. All right, what do we have up here? There we got a dynamite box. Before we touch it, let's look and see if there's anything in it. Maybe we can get a date off of it, huh? Oh, and we've got a whole bunch of drill steel laying here. Look here. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to get the light on it. There we go. You see the tip of it there? All right. Dangerous, high explosive, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm looking for a date. Lot 4 of 135. Still looking. Huh. Surprised there's not a date on there. UN 0081. No, that's the type. That's the UN designation. 50-pound box. No date, guys. I tried my best. All right, let's keep on looking this way. What do we got here? Oh, look at this collapse. Goodness gracious. Well, I think this is as far as we're going to go. Oh, sorry. I hope if I turn on the big light, huh? So they shot the mine in all the way up to what used to be, let's see here. What used to be a big stoped out area that all collapsed and fell down. I'm going to try to get a better angle on it for you guys. Maybe we can, if I can get over here. And I'm standing on old rotten railroad ties. Everything that it looks like what used to be the old workings. Huh. I might be able to, let's see. Let me choose my battle here. Yeah, that looks pretty stout. Okay. No, those are just rocks falling under my feet, folks. Don't worry. Wow. Look at all of that to come down. Holy moly. Okay, I think I can get right up here. There we go. Way up in there. That's probably 40, 50 feet tall. And let's look at the material. Let's see what's going after. I'm seeing a bunch of quartz. That's really interesting. What is the name of that rock? Here I go again. I'm having a hard time finding the name. Decayed granite. I'm seeing that in here. Oh, let's look here real quick. What do we got here? Oh yeah, I'm seeing sulfide sparkling in that one. Look at the size of these big rock bolts that are hanging here. Okay, I have to go up a little bit higher. Curiosity may kill the cat, folks. No, we don't need strobe. But I gotta take a closer look at this. Wow. Well, I'm not going to be able to climb this, guys. Nope. It's just too much crusty material. Besides, I would imagine this is as far as it goes anyways. Looking back up there. Yeah, see, if I get to the top of this, all that rock right here in front of me is going to come falling down. So, okay. Let's get out of here. Looking back down. See how ugly this is? Ooh, but we did get a good shot of the vein here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Crumbly. All right, well, that was fun. Yeah, I didn't want to push my luck and see, because that's really not a stope. That's a collapse. They had the whole back of the mine rock bolted, and it failed, just like this. I'm going to leave the camera on while we work our way through this sketchy spot. There we go. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to work my way back out of this. And I think that's going to have to do it for today's adventure. I appreciate you all coming along. And thank you so much, all my new subscribers. Appreciate you coming on board and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, if you could, share this with all your friends. I know there's a lot of people out there that love this sort of thing. But most of y'all have phobias and you're afraid of ghosts and paranormal stuff, and you wouldn't come into a place like this if somebody paid you. So if you know someone like that, yeah, send them a link. Say, hey, look what this crazy guy's doing. All right? Okay. I'm going to get on out of here. That was a lot of fun. And I will see you folks next weekend. Okay. See you then. Take care. Bye now.